Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Sniping video. And today's video, surprisingly, we have Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered. And today we'll be covering the intervention, which I know some of you guys really enjoy the sniping on this game, or at least on the old MW2. So today we'll be covering from left to right to the absolute fullest on the full review on the intervention, the ADS speed, the bolt, how it looks, the flexibility of the sniper, everything you need to know about the intervention. So before we get into it, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get right to it. Now, before we actually get into the video, I just want to clarify that this is the MW2 Campaign Remastered intervention. Now, on the old MW2, between the campaign and the Spec Ops and the multiplayer, the campaign and the Spec Ops intervention was a lot different than the MW2 multiplayer. It sounded different, you know, the flexibility of the sniper was kind of similar, but it kind of felt a little bit heavier, which I'll be showing it on screen here. And as you can see, campaign and Spec Ops intervention is a lot slower than the multiplayer intervention. Now, however, the multiplayer intervention is used with sleight of hand. If you use marathon or any other perk, it's going to be a lot slower. Now, on other Call of Duty such as Modern Warfare Remastered and Infinite Warfare, they have the intervention. The Modern Warfare Remastered has the S-Tac, which kind of looks like the intervention. It's the closest one that can get to it. It's actually the DLC weapon that was dropped later in the year of Modern Warfare Remastered. Now, if we were to compare the old MW2, the 2009 MW2, to MWR and Infinite Warfare, including the Campaign Remastered, we would have it all up in the screen here. Each and every one works very differently, but the one on the Campaign Remastered that I was using in this video felt more of like an intervention from IW and S-Tac from MWR. It was kind of like a bit of both, but also the flexibility of being able to YY felt like from MW2 2009. The fire rate at first kind of felt like it was the MWR S-Tac, but it appears that it's able to shoot at just at the same speed as MW2, but that's of course with me no scoping and rather than zooming in and shooting. However, zooming in and shooting doesn't slow down the cockback of the intervention. It's actually literally the same exact speed as Modern Warfare 2. So now I have a question for every single one of you guys that are watching this video. There's an eye icon on the top right of the video. If you're on your desktop, I'm not sure how it works on computer or PC, but there is a poll. And my question for you guys is that what is your favorite intervention from the 4 Call of Duties? Modern Warfare 2009, Modern Warfare Remastered, Infinite Warfare, or Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered? And hey, if you can't find the poll on the top right of the video, comment down below and let me know, guys. Personally, I'm a big fan of the Modern Warfare 2 2009 version of the intervention. Second would be the Infinite Warfare intervention, due to the fact you're able to stack the points in multiplayer. And then third, S-Tac, because it just seemed like really clunky. It's not really a comfortable feeling. Maybe the Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered would probably be second or third. It all depends on the multiplayer version, but for the most part, that's my order. Now, I do want to clarify that the intervention in this Campaign Remastered is a lot different from the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. Try not to get your hopes up about how the intervention sounds, the way it feels, the way it looks, you know, to get that feeling about it. It's not going to be the same, obviously, and if they were to bring Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remastered, it's going to be a lot different. Who knows, they might be able to change the game sound, to get the files, how it looks, the feels, everything about it. And for those who don't believe that Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer won't be remastered, Charlie Intel or the Gaming Revolution have stated that the game is about more than 40 gigabytes and Modern Warfare Remastered is a little bit less than that, and it contains multiplayer. Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Campaign, however, doesn't contain multiplayer, but has nearly the same amount of gigabytes file size as Modern Warfare Remastered. So let's get back to the Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered intervention. So let's take a look at how many bullets it has in the mag. It seems to have 10 or 5, which is normal for the intervention on the original MW2. The flexibility of the sniper. So you're able to YY to the left, if you guys remember that, being able to do that on the old MW2. And you're also able to YY going upwards. And a lot of people back then, if you guys remember, during the old days in 2010 to 2012, it was a prime time for trick shotting. Anybody was in FaZe Clan, SoaR, Obey, that sniping community along with trick shotters. You guys will be able to trick shot, but I know you're not able to barrel roll or do the glide, but you're able to have a nice reload animation. If you guys remember on Modern Warfare Remastered, the sniping, when you zoomed in, it would pull you into the screen and have it zoomed more into the enemy. So if you were to compare it from MW2 Campaign Remastered and MW2, you can see how my intervention, as a comparison I'll be showing on screen here, how I was to zoom in and it doesn't pull me in on the screen. Just pay attention to the wall. Notice how when I zoom in into the intervention, it only zooms in on the scope, but it doesn't zoom in on the outside view and the outer field. Now, personally, I'm not a fan of that. It always has been distracting because I've always been used to the OG Call of Duties from back in the day, and I feel like it has less control of where you want to be able to aim at your enemies, but of course, it is helpful when you're trying to get enemies at a far distance. One of the other metas that I forgot to mention was the shoot and sprint meta. So if you guys were familiar with being able to shoot with the intervention and sprint right away without your weapon pulling back and forgetting to cock back the weapon, in this game, you're actually able to. So when you shoot, you sprint, cocks back the intervention, and allows you to go at full sprint. It's the same exact animation from MW2. Here's the intervention while you're crouched. The comparison between the campaign remastered and multiplayer. Now, I believe that the intervention is marked down as one of the most flexible snipers in Call of Duty history. If you guys remember, when you flash yourself with the intervention and you look left or right, the sniper would bend incredibly towards the left or right where you're able to see to the side of the gun. Now, that was kind of our way to inspect our sniper or weapon on Modern Warfare 2 the classic way. However, during the campaign, it's not the same thing as multiplayer. But on MW2 campaign, it's kind of like the same mechanics as the remastered. One more thing to cover on Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. You guys remember the sleight of hand speed and the marathon speed? Sleight of hand and no sleight of hand. The ADS speed on the campaign remastered is basically without sleight of hand. So if you guys are worried about how slow it is, have no fear because that's just no sleight of hand. It could be a lot faster on the actual multiplayer, which we don't even know when that is coming out. It could be next year. It could be months from now. It could be even years from now. We don't know. All we know is that Activision wants to hold it off and they have quote unquote no plans for multiplayer at the moment. Even the MW2 campaign remastered file is about 47 gigabytes or possibly 48. The MWR file size was slightly less than the MW2 campaign remastered and it includes multiplayer. So who knows what the future can hold us. All we know is that Infinity Ward and Activision don't want to bring out the MW2 multiplayer remastered around this time due to this year's Modern Warfare having a very large player base and having Warzone just released and not having the player base split. And it didn't seem like that a lot of people from the community, the Call of Duty community, were very upset that the multiplayer didn't release with the campaign. So in a business perspective, it's really smart for Activision and Infinity Ward to hold it off until the time is right instead of messing with the player base and kind of ruining the game flow of the community, which I completely understand both sides. I'm not really choosing here, but it's quite understandable in a business standpoint. Also, to cut it very quickly here, Xbox and PC do have to wait until April 30th to be able to play the campaign remastered, so PS4 do get an early access. Search under the PlayStation Store under Modern Warfare and you should be able to find MW2 campaign remastered. If you guys want to use the intervention in the campaign, the two missions are Wolverines and Just Like Old Times. So guys, to wrap up this video, if you guys really enjoyed it, drop a like and subscribe. If you guys are new, comment down below what you guys think of this Modern Warfare campaign remastered. Do you guys like the intervention or not? Do you think something should change about it? I'm open ears. I'll be reading every single comment and understanding your guys' feedback. I'm a diehard MW2 fan myself. I've uploaded MW2 content in the past and I've also streamed it. By the way, twitch.tv/Zephy. If you guys want to go check me out live, I'll be streaming some Modern Warfare, maybe MW2 here and there. Depends, we'll see. And of course, if you guys want to see Barrett comparison or the M21 EBR or even the WA2K, the WA2000, let me know in the comment section below. You guys giving me feedback will let me know if I should make that next video. So other than that, ladies and gentlemen, this was an absolutely phenomenal experience and I'm really glad I was able to make this video. Guys, you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Look at the aim assist. Oh my god. Oh my god, what the fuck? Wait, hold on. Oh! What the fuck is that? I'm not even... Chat! What? That's how you do it. Oh my god. Nah. Hold on. Nah, I'm gonna do this for real. For real. What the fuck kind of aim? No, f that shit. No, no. Alright, here we go. I run this course! No one else. We're doing regular because we're a pussy.